All right. What it do, what it do, what it do. This is your boy, KQKC Boxing Network, back with another one and back with another great show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Singing OG. KQKC. I will be your host for the next 2 hours. All right. So sit back and relax. Relax your mind, baby. All right. What's going on? If you haven't subscribed to KQKC, you don't know what you're missing. You don't know what you're missing Monday through Friday. You don't know what you're missing on Saturday nights and definitely on Sunday mornings. All right. So make sure you come show your love and hit the subscribe, hit the like, and hit the bell icon. That way you will be notified each and every time I'm on here. All right. So I appreciate everybody that's coming in today. We got a lot to talk about. We got to talk about the Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis debacle. I mean, this is the life that keep on giving. And we're going to talk about Terrence Bud Crawford. I got a video I want to play for you all. It's the last installment. This is KQKC last time talking about Terrence Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. Not till it happened. All right? My guy, Boxing Exclusive News Insider, has did a great video, a damn good video. All right? This is installment 3. This is part 3. And hopefully this will be the last one. And hopefully we have this fight done in November. Matter of fact, what I hear, and I'm talking about, rumors. Okay, let me put it out there. Just rumors. That's it. That's all it is. That this fight is completed. It'll be about 2 weeks before it is done. So this is rumors, and this is from my inside sources. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Because, I'm 55. I've been waiting since I was 50 years old. That shows you how long I've been wanting and wishing and everything else in this fight. Gervonta Tank Davis. And you got none other than Oscar De La Hoya, who basically think he's the A-side for some goddamn reason. I'm going to get it done. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. Because I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to play that for you. I'm going to play you Floyd Mayweather answering his call. All right, let's see who all in the building. All right, we got Damon Kennedy up in here, baby. All right, we got H Entertainment 19 up in here. We got Dre the Finest is up in here. We got my man JAAD is up in here. We got Donnell Clark Bay up in here. Edgar Chavez is up in here. And my little guy, Mano. Yes, sir, that's my guy up in here. What's going on, Mano? Salute to you, brother. All right. We got David Hambone Hamilton. Hambone, have you heard? Doom. Wow. All right, what's up, Dave? Salute to you, baby. From that land is up in here. What's going on with you? All right, young world. What's happening, baby? All right, yes, sir. And there go my guy. Yes, sir, Mr. Exclusive News Insider. Yes, sir. Anything you want, thumbnails, videos, anything you need, it's in my description, and you can get in contact with him. And, I got a bonus. He's an amateur boxer, and he's very good at that. All right, so you might be seeing, matter of fact, you will be seeing a star born, and he's coming straight out of the state of New York. All right. So, all right. We also got my man Jelly Bean, baby. Jelly Bean. Okay, jumped on. There you go. Jelly Bean 4280, baby. What's going on with you? We got Jay Grant Jr. up in here. Drumming for life. What's going on, baby? Yes, sir. Like Jamel said, where them drums at, baby? Where them drums at? Duke Todd, what's going on with you? Emmanuel Pedigree, baby. What's happening? Little Rick, what's happening with you? All right. Yes, sir. What's going on, Mano? Once again, I spoke to you already, but that's okay. I'll speak to you again. I don't care. All right. Little Rick, what's going on with you? All right. Romero Lane is up in here. And we got Reggie Milliken is up in here. We got my man. My guy. J. Lee in that chat. Wow, wow, wow. Yes, sir. He said, salute OG. Cloud chasing at all time. How? Ooh, shit. It's smashing lights. You're there right. You're there right. Cloud chasing, cause I told you all. Remember I told you all? Y'all heard it right here. Shit. Floyd, cause let's be honest, Gervonta Davis, he re-signed with Floyd Mayweather Promotions. All right, let's get that out the way right now, okay? Now, we knew that Ryan is doing the same shit he been doing. All right, and we're gonna play exactly, basically, what Floyd had to say. All right, don't worry, we're gonna get into it, little Rick. And who else we got up in here? All right, we got Soul Glow, baby. What's happening with you? All right, and salute to Soul Glow. All right, and we got my man, my co-host. Like I said, man, Sunday morning, you don't know what you're missing, man. This is becoming the best Sunday show ever. All right, I'm talking about we did over 3,000 views. All right, and just in an hour and a half. So you better tune in at 9:00 a.m. Sunday morning. Now, this week we'll be on my platform. So make sure y'all come and check us out. We're going over all the current state of boxing, all the news, all the fights. Man, you don't know what you're missing. All right. So my man, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, my co-host for Sundays. All right. And we got Aaron on Butler 262. What's going on, Aaron? All right, salute to you, my man. All right, we got Antoine Reed up in here. And we got my man, Ricky E25245. What's going on with you? All right. Yes, sir. All right, who else we get up in here? All right. And that's about it. All right. So once again, before I get to this video, okay, this video is about Terrence Bud Crawford and Earl Spence. Okay, it's giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly, the mistakes, the great attributes of both guys. It's breaking it down slowly but surely. It's giving you something to think about. It's giving you a look that you probably hadn't thought about. You see, and this is gonna it's pretty much giving you an in-depth of what both guys do good and what both guys do bad. And then I got a audio of Floyd Mayweather. Now, let's be honest. Like I said again, Tank is signed back with Mayweather Promotion. We already know that. Now, Floyd got a lot to say. Of course, Oscar, he feels that, hey, look, Floyd, remember, I was a smaller guy, and you had to come up and weight, and you keep that same energy and tell your guy to do like you did. I called the shot. Well, y'all hear about it. I called the glove. Y'all hear about it. I picked out this. Y'all hear about it. I picked out this. Y'all hear about it too. But first we got to go to Leo Santa Cruz. All right. Leo Santa Cruz. All right. Now, he haven't fought at featherweight in a long time. I mean, a very long time. But he bit the fight now because you're not going to hold on to that belt. Do you realize that Leo Santa Cruz haven't had a mandatory, ain't fought a mandatory since 2018. He haven't defended that featherweight belt. Now, I knew one guy that was free. His name was Gary Russell Jr. But what did they do? They blocked his ass out. They blackballed him in a sort of way. In other words, they ain't giving no fights. All right, just let's keep it 100. They ain't giving no damn fights. Why? Don't know. I got an idea, but it's just my opinion. But they did it wrong. But now he gonna have to defend that 126 belt against Lee Woods. All right. So there you go. Mandatories are starting to come down the pipe. Sure, they're gonna give us good fights. So there you go. Leo will have to defend that. Now, can Leo make 1 in 26? Or would he just give up the belt and just say, you know what? Fuck it. Or can he go down there and throw down and be the same Leo Santa Cruz? Has he slowed down any? Those are the questions we need to ask ourselves. Has he slowed down? Do he still throw between 90 to 100 punches per round? I doubt it. I doubt it. Because that's one thing about boxing. You only have a little window. You only have a little window from a teenager to about 38, 39. Now, some say that's a big window, and some say it's a little window. Because when you can't get nothing going, that means it's a little window. So there you go. And now, real fast, and I don't mean to jump from here to there, but if you want to go back and revisit what I'm saying, hey, feel free to do so. All right? Now, of course, Romero, he ain't lost his goddamn mind. I'm sorry. Shit. He lost his damn mind. But I got to talk about it because what he said, it rings true. It rings true. Now, we know he's legally retarded, allegedly. All right? We know he's legally retarded. But he said something that I looked up. You know, I was eating, I looked up and said, what? Did you say that? Because that really made sense. It really made sense. He said, listen, he said Terrence Crawford can't sell. He can't sell pay-per-views. And I was like, somebody tell him that? Or do he really know that? Because it is true. It is true. Get one for Rolly. Let me write that down. Get one for Rolly. Right? Because he feels he's the better opponent for Earl Spence. And that's when he fucked up. Wow. Oh, Rolly, you almost had me, baby. You almost had me. Wow, man, oh man. Man, when they gonna start trolling? When they gonna start capping, baby? All right? What's going on? The Mad Dog 2020 Bandit. What's happening, baby? I think you're talking about that Mad Dog. Yes, sir. And that white port and Kool-Aid. Bam, bam, bam. What's going on? Saludos, OG, KQKC, in chat. Good to see y'all, man. Good to see you, man. Shoot, I thought you was in jail or rehab. But you know what? I picked jail. Yes, sir. And this is the new time a lot for you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Me and Trill, we traded because Black fight fans for things that he got to take care of for right now. Okay? Mad Dog. Okay? So don't worry about it. This will be the time for a while. Okay? Thank you for coming in, brother. All right? And that baby. Chat. Oh, wow. All right. And I appreciate you. The MD 2020. Yeah, that's my guy. He show up all the time, especially on fight nights. Man, he never can make it to the main event. He always drunk. He's always drunk. He said, KQ, I'm falling this shit. I don't think I'm going to make it to the main event. I say, okay, man, dog, just go and lay down and shit, all right? You find out tomorrow who won, all right? No, I'm going to stay up. I'm going to stay up. Wow, man, oh man, we got to talk about Demetrius Andrade, all right? What's going on, Demetrius Andrade? What's going on, X? What you got going, man? I see you saying something. You said Earl would knock him out cold worse than Tank. Yeah, tell me about it. He gonna be looking there. He be like, what? What? I got a fur coat on. It's 80 degrees. I got a fur on, and that motherfucker was shedding. But anyway, Demetrius Andrade. Okay, now finally, they taking a stance. They tired of the WO. They tired of Demetrius Andrade. They tired of playing games with him. And this goes back into what I call habits. These are habits. Now, the debacle with Rock Nation, that was a big mistake. Banner Promotions, he kept dropping out of fights when he was with Banner. Banner Promotions said, hey, dude, look, we're going to let you go because you're wasting money. You're wasting money for us. We have fights set up, and next thing you know, you're dropping out. Now, a very close promoter told me And I think I told y'all before what he said. He said it's with Demetrius Andrade father that's steering him the wrong direction. It is his father that pretty much took a very high class, high star amateur, because he can box his ass off when he was younger. He was a boxing fool. And this is Prince Nazim. May he rest in peace. This was his words. He said Boo Boo was something else, and he was. But now he fighting nobodies. Like my man Knockout Boxer said, he fighting all the limbs in London. It's about 20 of them. He fighting them. He fighting this person. He fighting Tom, Dick, and Harry. So now they are pretty much making him fight and stand up and fight. You got it, Mr. Janetback. All right, Mr. Janetback. What's up, Ray Patterson? I see you. What's going on with you? All right, salute to you. Snack B, I see you. All right, Shamar, Rashawn, Shalom, my brother. All right, what's going on with you? So, and Manny, what's going on, Manny? Yes, sir. And Tom Dickens. Yeah, so therefore, hey, look, Demetrius Andrade, maybe this is a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing because he have a good showing. Then he need to go out there and make some more fights happen, some more exciting fights. Now I got another problem with someone, and his name is Jamal Charlo. I rock with the Charlos hard, baby, but I keep the same energy. You know me, balls and strikes over here, baby, balls and strikes, and this is a strike. Jamal sitting back, complimenting everybody, sitting there holding his brother a legacy like it's his legacy. Y'all share the same DNA, but y'all don't share the same goddamn belts. Okay? Yeah, your brother separated himself from you. And he did it in a good way. He made history. Now, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? When are you gonna step up? When you gonna say, okay, uncle, and get up there and fight someone like Demetrius Andrade, or hey, a David Benavidez, huh? Because I think he can beat David Benavidez. Yeah, David hits hard, but Davis is flat-footed. You're not gonna see him up on his toes. You're not gonna see him doing some lateral movement. You're gonna see him coming down, walking down, and that, yeah, bam, bam, and that's it. Huh? Hello? Huh? Do you hear me, King Style? Huh? Wee. Yes, sir. And don't forget, that's right. They was Jamel. Yes. Now, David Morrell. Now, they are in the same stable. Jamel and Jamal. They under the tutelage of Ronnie Shields. Ronnie is out of town this week. I was going to ask him a few questions, but he said call him next week, so I will. All right? But Jamal got to do something, y'all. He can't sit there at 160 and just sit there and just look crazy and hold on to that little one belt. Because you're supposed to be big Charlo. So, in my days, if I had a big bro, I mean, y'all not really big brothers. Y'all got them identical twins. Just one came out first and one just came out right behind and holding his hand. That's all. But you call yourself Big Charlo. So Big Charlo, hey, put yourself and make an example. But your brother made an example. Your brother wanted to get it. He went in there and got it. So you can't say it's the coaches because both coaches are legendary. Ronnie Shields is legendary. Derrick James is legendary. So it got to be the fighter. See, sometimes the Charlos can be hard-headed. They can be stubborn. So, but who can be the stubborn more than Jamel? But Jamel, he's successful. He is undisputed. You see? Yeah. So anyway, let me keep on moving. All right. And now, of course, Danny Swift Garcia. He's back, baby. He is back. All right. And I'm going to cover this and I'm going to play the Terrence Crawford video first. Okay. All right. I'm trying to wait till we get about 100 in here. All right. Because I want more people to see this as much as possible because this is the last time I'm going to sit up here and wonder this, wonder that. Oh, it's going to happen. Oh, it's not going to happen. I just want to talk about it, break it down when they make the announcement. Then we're going to go crazy. Because half of y'all already went goddamn crazy. Half of y'all out of y'all goddamn minds. That's what it is. Shit. Now, Danny Swift Garcia, baby. All right. He is back. He is back. Now, the question is this. How would he look when he get back? That's the question. That's the question we need to find out. How would he look when he come back? Now, Danny Garcia said this is a new start in boxing for him. He believes that this is a new start at 154. He said he made some mistakes at 140. Then by going to 147 when he wasn't ready. Sound like somebody I know. Adrian Broner. Yeah, right. He said that he shouldn't went up so fast, but he did. And guys higher in the weight division, of course they hit harder. Of course they hard to get out of there. And he was doing pretty good. Then, of course, things start to go downhill. So now that is due to what? Flat feet, versatile fighters that bring different looks to you. Because keep in mind, the welterweight division is considered the glamour division. That means they all got kind of different styles. So, but Danny Garcia, he's want to prove to Jose Benavidez Jr. that I am back. That left hook ain't went nowhere. Now I got other attributes. I know how to move my head. I know how to move and do a little lateral movement. I'm not that stiff guy anymore. I'm going to show everybody that this is a new decade. This is a new time in my life. This is the final chapter in boxing for me. And yes, it is, because this is his last chance. He's on his last goddamn leg. So there you go. Now, let's get on to Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya. And of course, everybody's saying the fight hype, so-called interview. I guess you could call it an interview, but it wasn't nothing but him online or talking to people and said he's going to want to make the fight. Well, Oscar, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but who told you that Ryan Garcia was actually a good fighter? Let's get that out the way. Now, he had his little side piece up there with him. Just for show. Okay, don't get excited. It was just for show. Trust me, it was for show. Now, of course, he told everybody on Instagram what he was doing, that he's gonna make that fight happen. He said only him and Gervonta Davis and Ryan can make that fight happen. He don't know who he should call, PBC or Al Heyman or who. Well, you call Floyd. Because Floyd is his promoter. He re-signed with Floyd, so that's his promoter. That's who you call. Now, of course, Oscar been doing a lot of talking lately. Because keep in mind, Ryan never won no damn championship. Ryan never was in a damn eliminator, I don't think. But like Floyd said, we ain't talking about none of the intern shit belt. No. And of course, when Floyd heard that, Floyd pretty much went bananas. Now, first of all, I'm gonna play for you Floyd Mayweather answer to what he had to say about Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia. So, I mean, it's a good fight if it can be made, but it's going to have to be made on the so-called A side terms. So that's how I look at it. All right. Now, let me play this for you all. All right. and hope you can hear this. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. Where I'm at. Okay, okay. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, you know what? I'll go to the other one. Okay. All right, let me go to the. Hold on. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. See, just like an old man. Well, anyway. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead on and play the video of Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Okay. Now, this is the last time I'm gonna talk about this. All right. Now, until the fight is made. But I want you all to take a good look at this video. This is a good video, and it breaks down everything that we pretty much talked about. We went back and forth with this, back and forth for months and months and months. And I think we said everything we need to say about this video. And this explains everything in my book. All right. So enjoy.
Terrence Bud Crawford, 3-division world champion, former undisputed junior welterweight champion, and not only does he hold the title of WBO currently at welterweight, he is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. The truth, Errol Spence, the 3-belt unified welterweight champion of the world, holding the IBF, the WBA, and the WBC championships, and a pound-for-pound fighter in his own right, having notable wins over the likes of Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, Lamar Peterson, Kell Brook, and more recently, Yordenis Ugas. But now that we got that out the way, this is the 3rd installment of The Breakdown. This is a style matchup for the ages. Terrence Crawford being the boxer, having the ability to switch from orthodox to southpaw effectively, as well as having great speed, power, and accuracy. And what makes Terrence Crawford so special and different from everyone else is that he's able to adapt. Now, Errol Spence is the Tim Duncan of boxing, if you will. He has a very fundamental offensive attack, and he has one of the best jabs in boxing, using his jab to set up multiple combinations on his opponent. And Errol's relentlessness throughout 12 rounds can be mentally exhausting for his opponents. And above all of that, Errol Spence is one of the most proficient body punchers in the game right now. Throughout a fight, he slows you down with so many body shots that he throws. It's incredible. And he fights at a really high pace, and he has really good conditioning. Now, we know what makes Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford great. Now it's time to assess the fight, break it down, and explain what's going to happen come fight night. Now, for starters, Terrence Crawford is a slow starter, and Errol Spence starts really, really fast. And like I said, he fights with a really high pace. And Errol Spence will not be afraid to press the action on Terrence Crawford. He will not wait. But perhaps the biggest question is in this fight, or at least one of, is will Terrence Crawford switch to southpaw against a southpaw and Errol Spence? And will he be at a disadvantage if he does so? I have always had this belief that if Terrence Crawford starts to fight in southpaw, he's coming to knock you out early, because what he usually does is starts in the orthodox stance to check your temperature and see what your weaknesses and what your strengths are. And once he's figured that out, he then switches to southpaw and begins his process of getting the knockout. So I believe there's absolutely no way that he doesn't switch to southpaw when the opportunity presents itself. But early on in this fight, I see Errol Spence probing and using the jab and trying to get in on Terence Crawford. But it would not be as easy to pin Terence Crawford against the ropes because he has some really good footwork. But what worries me about Errol Spence opening up early in this fight is that he leaves himself vulnerable very, very often. Early or late in the fight, these bad habits are a constant for Errol Spence. And I don't know how long he can keep getting away with that because Terence Crawford's IQ is really good and he's a really good counterpuncher. As you can see here, like Errol Spence, Ndongo was caught lunging in and he paid for it viciously. And here's another example of Jeff Horn doing the same thing. Crawford quickly realized that Jeff Horn kept lunging in, so he set him up for a counter and spinned off of him, leaving him with his back to the ropes. And although Terence Crawford may find a lot of openings in this fight, he's not as active as Errol Spence. Therefore, leads me to my conclusion that Errol Spence will bag a handful of the early rounds if he is able to hold up, because he will be getting countered early in the fight. I think early in the fight is where Terence Crawford can be his most dangerous. And later in the fight is where Errol Spence really can be his most dangerous. If Terence lets Errol off the hook and allows him to get comfortable, it could get very difficult later on in the fight. And he needs to gain Errol's respect early. And that doesn't mean to get in a dogfight, which he is often the victim of, and he has paid for it in the past. Everyone knows that Terence Crawford has a big ego, and sometimes his ego takes the wheel in his fights. And there is going to be a moment in this fight where Terence Crawford tries to show his strength and show that he's as strong as everybody is doubting that he's not. And he most likely will try and trade with the bigger man than Errol Spence, and that will be a very big mistake. Terence must fight his fight, and he has to establish his distance. Errol Spence is usually the guy who always controls the pace of his fights, and Sean Porter had success controlling the pace early on in the fight with Crawford, but the tides turned later on in the fight. Porter realized the more active he was, the more he would get caught by Terence Crawford's calculated counterpunches. And this is why in spurts of the fight, he would take his time to see what Terence Crawford was going to do so he can react. That was Terence Crawford controlling the pace. For the benefit of Errol Spence, he must push the pace on Terence Crawford from round one. Don't give him a second to breathe, and don't give him an opportunity to pick you apart. But pushing forward on Terence Crawford does come with this risk, but Sean Porter had really good success in their fight using that same strategy. And I believe Errol will too. Not only does Errol have the size advantage to help enable him to push Terence Crawford back, he also has a jab that works to his advantage as well. He will have to switch it up against Terence Crawford. He cannot do the same things and be predictable, because if you are predictable against Terence Crawford, he is smart enough to make the adjustment. There's no one way to predict how this fight will go. It's a fight that is so intriguing that there's many ways that it can go. So I apologize if it seems like I'm all over the place. But hopefully my breakdown can help you learn something that you probably didn't notice prior to this video. So now I'm done pulling your leg. I'm gonna give you the actual breakdown of this fight and how I think it's going to play out come fight night. And in advance, this is my opinion and this is how I see the fight. And I made some valid points on both sides that show that either one of these guys could walk out the winner of this fight. But like I said probably 100 times in this video, I think Terence Crawford most likely will start slow as he does in the majority of his fights. And Spence will push the pace on him early and really start to swarm Terence Crawford. But eventually, Errol's style will get predictable. His jab will be countered at ease, and he will not get let off the hook with those serious defensive flaws that he has had for a really long time now and has not made that adjustment. So Errol will be winning and pushing the pace on Terence in the beginning, but Terence Crawford will make the adjustment, and he will capitalize on all of the mistakes that Errol Spence makes when he's pushing forward on him. And Terence Crawford is no Jordanis Ugas. He can punch, and he's not going to stand there and just let Errol wail on him. He's going to utilize movement, and he's going to establish distance. Errol Spence has shown more of brute strength, athleticism, and endurance, more so than IQ. This will be a fight where he will be tested mentally, more so than he has in his entire career. I'm sure Errol will not try to beat Terence Crawford at his own game, and Terence Crawford just might try to beat Errol Spence at his own game, and like I said, that probably will cost him. But if Terence Crawford comes in and he stays disciplined and doesn't let his ego take over, he will stop Errol Spence in one of the middle to late rounds. You guys better get ready because a storm is coming. The biggest fight in boxing. I've made all the content that I possibly can to promote this fight, and I hope that this fight gets the just due that it needs to probably bring the sport of boxing back to life in the States. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown video. There will be more to come in the future. Always open to hear other opinions, so make sure you let me know if I missed anything or anything that I forgot to mention. Leave it all down below in the comment section. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, follow me on my social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook, and thank you for watching The Breakdown.
Now, that was a hellified breakdown of this fight that's taking place in November. This was very, very impressive. All right, Manny, what's going on? OG, impressed. New TV, huh? No. This is done by my guy, Exclusive News Insider. Okay, he was in the chat a few minutes ago. His information is down in the description box. He's an amateur boxer, and he knows his boxing, and he broke it down. And he's a Bud Crawford fan, but he broke it down almost 50-50. You know, he's not biased, so he broke it down down there 50-50. I mean, he pointed out some good points. He pointed out some bad points. And yes, Earl Spence do leave himself vulnerable sometimes, as he pointed out. Now, his description's down at the bottom. He does thumbnails and he does videos like that one. And yes, Manny, that was a dope video. It was, you know, and that he in the chat right now. He said appreciate all the support. You know, he's a good guy, and he's a young brother. You know, so he's from New York, and he can box too. You know, so he's an amateur boxer. So, and I thought that was important to see, because see, that's about all we can talk about now. You know, all the talking is kind of over with now. I mean, all the back and forth. Well, what some of y'all is. Well, all the back and forth is over with now. You know, and we can say this, we can say that. You know, he hangs out in H Money channel. I don't know. He's right there in the description. I don't know if he hang out or whatever. I don't know. You know, I don't know where he go. I mean, he be training. I don't know, but yeah, it was a great breakdown. You know, so but you know, he that was a great breakdown, and I enjoyed it, and I thought you all would like it too, and that's why I asked his permission, of course, to play it, and no problem. So, all right, easy, peasy. I loved it. Okay, great. So that's all we can pretty much. You know, you can't analyze these guys that much, because we don't know what they're doing in training. We don't know what they are working on. We don't know they're looking at film. We don't know they're doing the good points. We don't know they're doing the bad points. And now I'm try to play the video with Floyd. All right, but we got Zulu Line, and that Super Chad. Ow. Wow. Yes, sir. We got 98 in here. Make sure you hit the like button, baby. We got 98 in climbing. All right. Zulu Line, my man said, in the words of Earl Spence Jr., it look easy till you get in that ring. You damn right, Z. It does look easy, don't it? Till you get in that ring. Now, keep in mind, one thing I did like about the video. All right. And I just want to talk about it just for 1 second. All right. One thing I did like about the video is that he kind of put an emphasis on it. What's going on, Hassan? All right. That Dennis, you guys is not Terrence Crawford. And Terrence Crawford does have great feet. He's not going to sit there and let Earl punch on him like that. But another thing he pointed out, if you all was watching essentially, is that Earl Spence has is a bigger guy. He can push Crawford back. And then he's going to start working the body as he does. But as he pointed out, Earl leave himself exposed when he bend down. Terrence Crawford, he sees things like that. He sees habit. He sees lunging in. He sees things like that. But another thing he pointed out, this is going to be more of physicality than ring IQ for Earl Spence. Earl Spence going to have to use this and this. So, but good job, X. All right. So, and his channel is down there, Exclusive News Insider. All right. You always can go to his channel, subscribe, like, and share. All right. Because he always, you know, when he has time, you know, he does basketball. He's very, you know, he called basketball games. You know, he's pretty much like a ticket TV in the LWC. He does a lot about basketball. You know, a very talented young man. I'm telling you, very talented. I've seen a couple of boxing videos. Very talented, very talented. You know, and I like he gonna be going a long ways. All right, you know. So we got to support this young brother. All right. Like I say, his information I put in my description, and we got to support him because he needs our support. You know, he's not rich, and you know, so I mean, so that's what we got to do. We got to give him some support. All right. So, all right. Now I want y'all to listen to this. All right. Now this is Floyd Mayweather. This is Earl Spence. I mean, not Earl Spence. This is Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya. Now we're gonna talk about this when they get through. All right, we're gonna talk about this.
What do you guys think about
Okay.
me? Okay, the promoter.
All right. Oh, I got some shit for y'all today. All right, just sit back and relax. All right, we won't get into this. Wait till Floyd come in and speak some truths.
Nobody else can make it.
If it's certain things that you want in the sport of boxing, like Ryan Garcia really wants this fight with Tank. So if you really want this fight with Tank, sacrifice. We have to make sacrifices. Even though I know I wasn't 154 pounds, I knew that I wasn't a junior middleweight. But I knew there's certain things, sacrifices I have to make. Oscar De La Hoya chose the gloves, chose the judges, he chose everything. The weight class, he chose everything. I knew I was a better fighter. I felt I was a better fighter. And I showed y'all I was a better fighter. So guess what I did? I made sacrifices. So if you feel like...
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. All right. Hold up.
You want this fight with Tank. So if you really want this fight with Tank, sacrifice. We have to make sacrifices. Even though I know I wasn't 154 pounds, I knew that I wasn't a junior middleweight. But I knew there's certain things, sacrifices I have to make. Oscar De La Hoya chose the gloves, chose the judges, he chose everything. The weight class, he chose everything. I knew I was a better fighter. I felt I was a better fighter, and I showed y'all I was a better fighter. So guess what I did? I made sacrifices. So if you feel like you can beat Tank, you the better fighter, then guess what? Make sacrifices.
Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, end of the year. I will make it happen. All right? Just me. I will make it happen. Nobody else can make it happen. I don't know who I have to talk to, Mayweather or Al Heyman. I do not know. I'm gonna start making calls. So, but the only one that can make it happen is me and Ryan Garcia. Mayweather, let's make it happen.
Oscar, we can make the fight happen. You hit the first on fight height. 135 is the weight class. Now, You do an interview with Fight Hype. Once you do an interview with Fight Hype, then we'll sit down and we'll talk face to face. You got to give Fight Hype an interview though. That's and that's a part of my negotiation. Because one thing, of course, Tank is the A side. Ryan hasn't won a title yet. So we can't talk about no interim belt. We don't talk about that. That don't count.
True.
And we're not taking nothing away from the guy Fortuna, but he was just an opponent. I'm gonna have Tank in the best shape of his life, and just know, when he hit that boy, he ain't gonna wake up until next year.
All right. The typical Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr. Wow. Floyd got confidence in Gervonta Tank Davis. That's why he re-signed back with Floyd. All right. Now, we always wondering this and that. Dangerous Talk, what's happening with you? Ness ESPN, what's going on with you? All right, what's happening with you, Ness? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, Ancestral Rage, what's going on with you, baby? All right, yes, sir. All right, everybody came in here. All right, yes, sir. MB24, you crazy, man. Hey, I ain't trying to show y'all film and take notes, but, hey, I got some shit for y'all, man. I told you KQKC ain't gonna let you down, baby. All right, we here for the current state of boxing, and this is what you're gonna get today. All right, the current state of boxing. First of all, Terrence Crawford video and Earl Spence video, that was off the chain. All right, Exclusive News Insider did a great breakdown of that fight. All right, and you know what? That's just how that fight gonna go. I think the fight's gonna go a little harder because both guys got a lot to prove. Both guys want to show and both want to win. So in this folk belt era, a male, all right, let's get that straight, because Knockout Boxing, he got it straight last night. In this folk belt era, a man, this would be the first time a man boxer has run two undisputed in two weight classes. Hello. Hello. All right. So that was a damn great breakdown, my brother X. All right. So hats off to you, man, for that. Okay. And hey, keep them coming, baby. Yes, sir. And also, Floyd is something else. But Floyd is speaking the truth. Yes, Floyd did take the short end of the stick. Floyd was the B-side when he fought Oscar De La Hoya. Now, for those that weren't born then or whatever, but one thing about it, all right, that Floyd took everything Oscar gave to him, right? He picked out the gloves. He picked out the weight. Okay, now Floyd, we fighting at 154. We're not fighting at 147. All right, and he came up and he did everything Oscar said. Now Oscar tried to use that psychological shit, right? And saying, well, if Tank believe in himself, then he'll do what Ryan wants. No, Ryan don't want nothing because Ryan is not the A side. And of course, I know Floyd is a little arrogant and everything, but he did speak the truth. Ryan haven't won anything. And like he said, he fight at 147, y'all trying to drag Tank up there for advantage. Now, he didn't say that in the interview, but I didn't play all of it, but he's saying that they trying to drag Tank up there for advantage. Advantage so they could pretty much take advantage of his weight drain, his height, and everything else. Well, Floyd won't go on for that. That's one thing about Floyd Mayweather. I would love to have him as a promoter only to take up for my ass. For real. So therefore, there you go. Floyd said, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. He fighting at 135. So Ryan got to come down to 135 or no fight. Oh, matter of fact, you got to do an interview with Fight Hype. You got to do an interview with Fight Hype. Now, I ain't through. I am not, goddamn it, through yet. Steven Espinosa said, hold on. No, the zone is not involved in this. It's not going to be no joint fight, whatever, venture, whatever they call it, right? Because see, in Steven Espinosa's mind, Ryan Garcia is signed to, is signed to who? It's signed to who? It's signed to Golden Boy Promotions. That's who he's signed to. He's not signed to no one else. The zone is signed with Golden Boy. So that don't mean that he got a contractual agreement with the zone. Hello? Now I'm gonna read you something. Okay? All right. What's up, Dungeon Talk? What's up, Amadi Law? What's up, Fed Light? J.A. Dixon, talk to me. What's going on, Knockout? Yes, sir. And Knockout, I saw you saying something. I miss you, brother. But there you go. All right. He said, man, I like what Floyd said, but I hate that he talking for Tank. Not a good sign for those of us that want Tank out from under Floyd. Yes, you're right. You're right. Tank is old enough now, because he's the oldest out of that group that they call the so-called kings, whatever you want to call it. All right. But he's the oldest, and I think he should be breaking off from Floyd about right now. Yes, Floyd did what he's supposed to do. He built him a star. All right. What's up, Bert? He said he driving and listening, baby. All right. Be careful now. Hey, if you can, be careful, because shit, I ain't got no money. All right. I'm just letting you know. Bert said, walk it down, OG. Oh, I'm going to walk it down, baby. I'm going to walk it down, baby. All right. But now, of course, let me just enlighten your mind on a few things. Now, Steven Espinosa said he sees no way that the zone should be involved in this potential fight. They tried many times to go around us. And he talked about Showtime. He said they tried many times to take over our fighters. They went to Wilder and tried to get Wilder. They went to the Charlo brothers and tried to get the Charlo brothers. Oh, I forgot. They tried to get Danny Garcia from around us. They all fight for Showtime. And on the back end, they try to get Thurman. Keith Thurman. He fights on Showtime. Now, it is true. They don't have no contractual agreement with Showtime. But Al Heyman does. Wow. Right? Just like Ryan Garcia don't have no contractual agreement with the zone. But Oscar does. You see? They want to play that game. And Steven Espinosa ain't going for it. They're trying to play that game, but he's not going for it. You feel me? Huh? Hello? Hello? What's going on, Bert? In that chat. Oh, wow. Peace, OG. Hope all is well. Yes, sir. All is well, brother. Yes, sir. It's all good, baby. What's up, Sean Mayfield? Talk to me, baby. He said, fight a PBC fighter and wait for Dev to silence his critics. It's a smart move to me. Ryan ain't fighting Tank. He already proved that using Tank's name to build his next fight with another washed boxer. Okay. All right. All opinions are welcome here. All opinions are welcome. What's up, Z? He said, Floyd Jr. Sr. We're both born to talk trash and box. You damn right. You damn right. Because Floyd gonna talk some trash. And Floyd said he gonna knock that motherfucker out the next year. Wow. But Oscar Oscar is trying to be slick. Oscar is trying to do what's going on. Charles Granger, Hoop Sessions, it's up in the building, baby. All right, salute to you, brother. Now, of course, Oscar is trying to be that guy. He's trying to come in and swoop and save the day. Because you know why? Because the zone is on his ass. And let me tell you why they on his ass. Because Eddie, they on Eddie ass. And Eddie is on Oscar ass. Huh? Because, see, they losing money. They losing revenue. That app that they went from $99 a year to $140 a year is still not helping. Because, see, the zone is set up for the UK, not for America. Yeah, you get boxing on there every blue moon. But you're going to get some pool. You're going to get some darts. You're going to get some fucking snookers. All right? You're going to get everything besides boxing, baseball, and football. I ain't talking about fucking soccer. All right? And now, they trying to play that game with the best ones that ever played it. Steven Espinoza and Al Heyman and Floyd Mayweather. Those are the three that best played the game for years. Oscar, how all these fighters ended up at PBC? Tell me how they left Golden Boy. Floyd fought on Golden Boy. Hello? And now all of a sudden, you want to walk in with your white horse, your boxer that can't make 140. Well, wait a minute. Let me bag up. Well, first of all, Harvey Tuna, they asked for the weight because he could not make the weight. Not because he couldn't make it. He didn't have enough time to make it. Let me just put that. No, let me just throw that in there, though. But Ryan don't dictate no terms here. Okay? For all y'all Ryan fans, like the one we had yesterday, talking about Ryan is a destroyer. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So now, as Floyd said, we are the A side. 135 or no fight. No interview with Fight Hype, no fight. Floyd is the promoter. Floyd speaks for Gervonta Davis, even though people don't like it. So, Oscar, let's see you work your magic. Let's see you get it done like you say you can. Because you got a guy standing in your way. A guy that's happy with Tank making money. He don't care about the belts. He just care about making that money. And Tank will fight whoever they put in front of him. There's one thing I can say about Gervonta Davis. He don't dodge no smoke. He would love to beat the hell out of Ryan at 140. But, like they said, it's the principle, Smokey. It's the principle, Smokey. That's what it is. So, now, you have to deal with it. You have to deal with Floyd Mayweather now. See, sometimes, Oscar, you talk too much. Sometimes you and Ryan, y'all get ahead of the game. You see? Now, we got another lightweight out there right now. His name is Devin Haney. And he is the undisputed champion of the lightweight division. Now, Tank is not fighting at 140. That's already been established. If Ryan doesn't come down to 135, oh well, go talk to Telefino Lopez, because that's the name he called out now. All right? That's the name. Okay? So, other words, he feels that Lopez can bring him big dollars. Because that's not my words. That's his words. He want to bring in the big dollars. He wants to bring in all the money. Okay, fine. Go right ahead. But now we got Devin Haney. Devin Haney is fighting in October. Now, sure, of course, we know that Devin Haney had choices. He got obligations. He doesn't have to fight Cambosa next, but he do have to fight him, but not next. But we know what it is. I told you. I don't hold shit back. I told you I'm here to tell you the current state of boxing. And right now, Devin Haney is facing nobody but George Cambosa in October. Now, once he take care of that, which will be easy, hopefully, which most people say they don't want to see it. Now, is he going to rescind that offer? I mean, after he activated, and he said, oh, well, that's okay. No, he's too arrogant. No, he's not. But if he does, what's next for Devin Haney? Lomachenko's supposed to be home. Lomachenko's supposed to step out the war. Ain't that funny? You in a goddamn war, your country losing, you're just going to step out of there and say, okay, y'all have a good day. See y'all next time. Yeah, okay. Anyway, now, so, therefore, Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis, they both at lightweight. That fight can be made. They don't need Ryan. Ryan is nobody but an Instagram fighter. Ryan ain't nothing but a YouTuber fighter. Agent Broner would say, right? Now, if y'all want to see a good fight, Devin Haney is down there. Gervonta Tank Davis is down there. Shakur Stevenson is willing to move up. Is going to move up. Hello? So now, you got some good, y'all got some bad, and y'all got some uglies down there at lightweight. Ryan is gone. He can't make 135 no more. For some magical reason, he think he gonna run 140, which is crazy. But let me tell you something. The lightweight division is highly matched. We are talking about Davis, Haney, Shakur Stevenson. Hell, goddamn, we talk about Frank Martin down there. Now, don't tell me the lightweight division is boring. And this goes back to telling y'all got to start watching these smaller weight classes. Because, first of all, they box. And they box well. Now, Shakur Stevenson, they call him boring. They call him, he don't have no charisma, man. And he's just plain. Well, he's a plain boxer. Once again, I keep saying this for the last, I think, 100 years. That is not slugging, it's boxing. And what Shakur Stevenson does is he displays the sweet science. Hit and don't get hit. Your defense is your offense. Devin Haney, he has a great jab. He's a big guy. For lightweight, he won't be there long. Shakur's a big guy for lightweight. He won't be there for long. Now, Gervonta Davis is small in stature. Now, he does have time there. But I can't see him passing 140. Ever. Now, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. Huh? Am I right? The plot thickens. So, there you got. Now, don't forget, Lomachenko be home. We got Lomachenko, Haney, Davis, Martin. Oh, I mean, what else you want? But see, this is the problem we got. This is the problem we had before. Are they going to fight each other? That's the problem. Are they going to fight each other? That's the problem. And that's what we got to find out. What's up, Opalette LD? I see you, baby. All right. You see, that's what we got to think about. Sean Mayfield, what's happening? All right. Sean Mayfield said, be glad when Dev get out of that contract. Let's see if they make a PBC deal to get that Tank fight like they did to get the Cambosa fight. Well, he'll be a free agent once he get out that deal. Or let me put it this way, he'd be rep DHP, Devin Haney Promotions. I would like to see that fight. Now, for those that think that Ryan Garcia is this guy, that guy, well, I got news for you. He's not. He's not that guy. Captain Murray, what's going on, my sister? My love, my queen. So therefore, he's not that guy. So everybody think he is, but he ain't. All right? So now, just to get all this out the way, all this is that we don't have to take this fight, this and that. And no, they don't have to take the fight right away. They can go another route. Yes, they can. They can drop them down belts, or they can tell George Cambosa you're not next, whatever, but you are next, or whatever. But anyway, they got to fulfill that contract. They got to fulfill that rematch clause. That's what's happening. All right? Now, Ricky E245 said he has a question. His question is, I got a question. Do you see both Devin and Shakir finishing their boxing careers at 147 at a higher weight class? Yes, I do. Shakir is getting big. He's very big. That's why he says he's moving up. So yes, I do see him moving up. Devin too. Devin's only 20 goddamn 3 years old. Look how big he is. So he ain't gonna be at lightweight very long. Now, he is a growing boy, young man. Now, what Ryan did, you know, sometimes when you take a second look at things, you know, they don't all seem like they appear. Okay? So, basically, what it is that Oscar, he got to produce. That's why Oscar De La Hoya said that he's thinking about selling Golden Boy for $1 billion. Because he's going to lose the bitch. He don't have anybody over there. He got Zerto over there. You know, he got Virgil Ortiz over there. But they're not fighting. Why? Why are they not fighting like they should be? Now, Zerto, he might be fighting pretty soon. Now, Virgil Ortiz, I think he's fighting pretty soon, if I'm not mistaken. But it goes like this. DAZN is putting pressure on Eddie. Eddie is a chairman of Matchroom Boxing. Matchroom Boxing and DAZN, they got a partnership. You got the fighters, we got the platform. We got the app. You do your job, we do ours. But you're not doing your job, Eddie. You're not doing your job. Ain't that right, Demetrius Andrade? They got tired of your ass. They got tired of you quitting. They got tired of you saying, oh, my arm hurt. You see? Just like Keith Thurman. Same way. Oh, okay, Virgil fighting. Oh, okay, I thought he was coming up. Yeah, okay. I thought it was coming up. So, and listen, the smaller weight classes, they still got the same problems the big weight classes have, like Jamal Charlo. Yeah, Jamal Charlo. So, but I say this, Gervonta Davis and Floyd, yes, you don't have to march to Ryan Garcia tomb. No, you don't. Floyd told the truth there. Yes, Oscar tried to use that fucking mind game to bring him up in weight as a drain, so have advantage. Come on. Let's use our common thinking. All right, we know that. But Gervonta Davis, you got to get the big fights, son. You got to get the big fights. And you got to open your mouth, like Knockout said. You got to open your mouth and say, I want the best fights possible. I want the best fight possible at 135. If you want to fight down there, then goddamn it, fight the best. Now I know, I know, I get it. You don't like the belts. Okay, that's fine. All right, I get it. Sanctioned body fees and all that shit, right? You listen to Floyd bullshit, right? But them belts mean something. They mean something. Them belts put you in a position to make more money. They put you in a great ranking position to make more money. It's time for you, Gervonta Davis, to think on your own. Now you are a father and a grown ass man. And now, since you've been boxing, you can talk a little bit now. You can speak your mind now. Tell Floyd what you want. I think that was the part of the contract. You resign and you get to pick your fighters. That what you said? I get to pick my own fighters now. Well, pick them. You see, I don't want to sit up here and watch Gervonta Davis fight Joe Blow from Queens, Mexico. I don't want that. No, we've seen too much of that shit already in the last 2 years. Right? We want to see great fights. We want to see the best fighting the best. And the only way you're going to get that is to talk your shit. Talk it up. Now, one thing I can say about Ryan Garcia, he's full of shit. We know he is. But at least he think big. Yeah, he think big. But when the hammer come down, he gets to running. But at least he think and talk big. They asked Oscar, I don't think Ryan ready for Tank yet. He said, well, if he ain't ready for him, then he'll never be. Stop forcing him to fight people, Oscar. Because you're going to mess that young man up, just like Adrian Broner got messed up years ago. From jumping from 130, 135, next thing you know, 140, now he back at 147, and then everything went downhill. Hello? Shit. Huh? Catherine Murray, what's happening with you? What does Tank, who does Tank want to fight? Your answer's as good as mine, Catherine. I don't know. Now, I think he'll do well with Devin Haney. I think that's a good fight. They wanted that fight. They pushed that fight. Now, some people say they did it for capping. They did it to make his image go up. But everybody's calling out Tank. Ain't what he want to do. It's who he want to choose. Keep that in mind. Huh? Keep that in mind. Everybody want to fight Tank. Maybe because he's the cash cow. Maybe because he broke a sporting event record at the Barclays Center. How about that? Gervonta Tank, Shakur Stevenson. He said, I'll fight Tank. I'll fight Dan. Because, hell, he wants to be great. He wants all the belts. He wants to be undisputed. And Bob said, oh, you don't want that. You don't want that. That's a waste of time. Boy, oh boy, Terrence, I know what you went through. Man, oh man, I know what you went through, baby. All right, you went through hell with that man. I know you did. But it's kind of funny. Because it seems like everybody that Bob runs to or have a run-in with, mostly black fighters. I mean, yeah, sure, he had a couple of Puerto Rican and Mexicans, like Mikey Garcia, Miguel Cotto, but very few now. So, but like I said, everybody want to call out Gervonta Davis. Now, Ryan Garcia told you why. Because Gervonta Davis is a cash cow. That's what I told you all. Who is the boss and who is the underboss of the lightweight division? Hello? Who is the boss and who's the underboss? Huh? Captain Murray said some people call it the X Factor. Dre the finest. And that chat. Yes, sir. What's up, Dre the finest? Yes, sir. What's up, KQKC? They only say that about black boxers. Okay, I feel you. What's going on, West Side Willie, baby? What's going on with you? West Side, what's sism? What's up? Tupac say, hit him up. Hit him up. And I'm hitting you with some gems right now. All right? What's going on, 817, baby? You just missed a nice, good video, man. Bud Crawford, Earl Spence. Man, that was a nice video I played. All right? You go back and look at it on a replay if you want. Man, I know you would have a lot to say about that. Man, but that video is on point. Matter of fact, we got 130 people in here. I should show it again to give my man some little pull, you know, because he's young. He's 19 years old, and you know, and he needs sparring gloves and stuff like that, and I've been trying to help him out and things like that. You know, good young brother. You know, good smart brother too, and he want to put the video together. Now, so now, still in all, we gotta make these fights happen at the lightweight division. All right. Jerry the first said you're an hour later about super chat. I'm sorry, man. My fault. All right. You know I get to talking. All right. I get to talking. I'm sorry. All right. Yes, sir. A boy ass wasn't thugging. That a soft ass story. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Don't worry. I'm gonna get to Bud Crawford interview. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about Bud Crawford interview. All right. Oh boy. Oh shit. But anyway, okay. Now, but basically, let me wrap this up. Okay. Let me wrap up this this division, this lightweight division. All right. Now, what it boils down to, Devin Haney, go over there, whatever you're going to do, take care of Cambosa. All right. Now, if you want to fight, you still want to fight, go ahead and fight him. Get it over with. Now, you freed up. All right. Now, of course, we know Bob is going to do what? All right. If Lomachenko home, he's going to bring them belts right back and let you fight Lomachenko. These are the same belts that Lomachenko lost. Huh? So therefore, Bob is not stupid. Now, one thing about Lomachenko, he is Bob bestie. He's Bob, a long lost son that he never had. Anything he wants, Bob would give it to him. Now, of course, I don't see Shakur Stevenson resigning with Bob Arum. I don't see it at all because he wants too much. All right. He got great aspirations. Now, yeah, right. Yeah, right, Batman. Yeah. But anyway, but anyway, long story short, y'all start fighting each other. Gervonta Tank Davis not turning down no smoke. Floyd Mayweather is turning down the smoke. Hello? Floyd Mayweather is turning down the smoke. If it's not good for Tank, if it's a risk for Tank, if it's a risk that he lose, that means you don't have no faith in him. You got to take risks. You got to take risks. Sometimes you might fall, so you get up better. And some people don't like that. Some people don't love that. People don't loathe that. So if you choose your own opponents, choose wisely. That's all I'm saying. Choose wisely. Now, of course, a lot of fights that he fought has been criticized. Leo Santa Cruz. Oh, he fought a featherweight. Mario Barrio. Oh, he was weight drained. He sat in a goddamn ice tub for 4 hours. Yeah, I don't know how he did that, but he sat in an ice tub for 4 hours. So what has Gervonta really done? Well, let me tell you something. He put asses in the seats, and that's good enough for the boxing community. Hello? You feel me? Now, let me get to Bud Crawford. Not the video I show, but the interview he did. Okay? Now, knockout saying that, okay. Okay. But let me tell you something. He did an interview. Now, I can't even call out today, but he did sit down with Showtime. That goes to show you a lot too. That goes to show you that, he kind of hitting around or trying to, it's a teaser maybe. I don't know. But, evidently this fight is going to happen. Okay? They just get that straightened out now. But Bud Crawford, it got to be the most boring ass interviewer that a person can ever do. I know Bernie the Box and all the other cats gonna say, well, he around us, he ain't, of course he's not. He's in his element. Of course not. He's like that little boy, playful at home and this and that. Stop it, buddy. Yeah, but when you get to school, you're scared to say anything to the girls and boys. What's your name? Terrence. Okay. Hey, man, wanna go play ball, man? No, that's okay. You know that motherfucker, right? He's like on the first day of school all year round. It's like pulling teeth asking him a question. And when you do ask him a question, it's like he's like, where is the enthusiasm? Where is like, hey, man, I'm about to make a lot of money. Where is that, man, I'm going to be the best I can be so I can beat him. But one thing he did say, and I will give him credit, they try to discredit Earl Spence. They try to say, he was protecting that O. But he didn't protect that O. He's not trying to protect that O. And one thing I can say, Terrence Crawford, he corrected him. He said, no. He made necessary changes when he have to. Now, was that being nice? Or was that being like, well, I don't want y'all to think I'm fighting a sucker. I want y'all to think, hey, I'm fighting the top of the top. I want y'all to know I'm going to be beating the best of the best. So, therefore, he don't want no discredit of Earl Spence because he want to get all the credit if he wins. Hello? See, I know all these little mind games, reverse psychology shit, right? Like Oscar tried to play by telling Floyd and this and that. Well, when I fought you, I called all the shots and this and that. And y'all could do the same. Just come up at 140. No. You think you slick? Oh. So you can go up there and try to dominate? Shut the fuck up, Oscar, and change your panties. All right? Now, let me get back to Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. We have all kind of arguments back and forth about this, okay? And some are friendly, and some are not so friendly. But sometimes the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. And sometimes you have to understand that these are two different guys outside the ring. And let me talk about that for a minute, if I may. Now, we know what they can do inside the ring. We know what Earl has done. We know what he can do. And we know what Bud can do. We've seen both of them in action. But now, it's outside the ring. Yes, 817. He did say me and my mama was beefing. Yes. But what have I been telling you all? What have I been telling you all for the longest? His mother has some type of grudge against him. Maybe he look like his daddy, which he does. Anytime you get a neighborhood kids and you pay them to beat your son ass, that got to be something there. It got to be something there. This is not my words. This is her words now. I'm not making this up. This is her interview. This is her interview, not KQ's. Huh? Now, you're a grown-ass man. And you said, man, I'm getting out of here. So you're a grown-ass man, and you're going to run out the door. You know, motherfucker, just get up and walk out. Yeah, what's wrong with you? What? Yeah, I just said, man, I'm out of here. Okay, good. Just go. Say, see you later. You know? But what I'm trying to say is this. Both guys got different demeanors. All right? Now, you know, I'm not talking about in the ring. All right? Let's leave that there. I'm talking about outside the ring. Both guys. What's up, Nicky J? What's going on? I didn't know you were listening. All right. Okay, I know you was here. Salute to you, my sister. Yeah. I always thought the relationship dynamic was a bit odd. Yeah. It was. It was a bit odd. And I knew that a long time ago when she did the interview. You know, when you're paying somebody to beat up your son, I mean, and I don't know what you pay him, $1 or something, $2 or something like that. And you know, it got to be some issues there. Then when I seen his father, and I said, oh, okay, because he looked just like his father. Only thing about him, he ain't black like he is, right? He still got the gap in his teeth and stuff like that, just like Bud. Look, you know, he's just not midnight blue. No offense. No offense. No offense. All right. Okay. No offense. All right. Oh, no. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, that's blue blood. Oh, shit. Man, it's too late now, blue. All right. Anyway. But anyway, so I mean, hey, you know, now let's get back to both fighters now. All right. I don't need you now, blue. I need him to help me with something, but I don't need it now. Okay. But now let's get back to their demeanor outside the ring. Now, let's start with Earl Spence. Now, Earl Spence, he was raised in DeSoto, Texas. He was raised in DeSoto, Texas. I don't care what he came out of mama ass at. I don't care. He came out of mama ass in the parking lot at Walmart. I don't care about that. Where he was raised up at, all right, was DeSoto, Texas. Might as well say Dallas, Texas, because they just right across the fucking street, probably. All right. Now, growing up, he's an outgoing type of guy. Now, he's not very outspoken, Earl Spence now. I always call him like a chill out dude. Now, he would talk to you. He would carry on a conversation with you. He would pretty much entertain you if you came over his house. You know, he's that type of guy. You want something to eat? Hey, you know, this and that. You know, just that, you know, guy, but he's that dog in that ring, right? Well, it's a different way of doing things with Terrence Crawford. You know, you ring his doorbell, he's the type of motherfucker, what you want? What you want? He ain't gonna say, "Man, I help you." Is what you want? No, we don't want any. Close the door, right? We're not interested. Close the door. But no, I want to act. Close the door, bam, right? Wait. I thought you gonna ask one question. That's two, right? You know, things like that. And when I say stick up his ass, that means stick up his ass. You know, when you're in the limelight, when you are a star, and right now, this is most talked about fight in the sport of boxing. The last time we talked about a fight like this was Floyd and Manny. Now that this fight is almost here, of course they're going to want to do interviews with you. Of course they're going to talk to you. Look how they did Earl Spence when Frank Martin was fighting. Earl was there cheering him on. Then they said, "Hey, Earl." Then Earl grabbed the microphone and said, "Oh, shit. Okay." And he went on up there. No problem. He wasn't prepared to talk. He went up there because that's the kind of guy he is. He's a chip off the old block. But dude, Bud does that. Hey, Bud. Hey, Terrence. Can we hear a few words from you, man, for a minute? I know you can't hear for another fight, but can we ask you a few things? No interviews, no, and go on out the door. See, it's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference in attitude. And that's not how you raise and what you inherit. Now, I'm not talking about nobody, mama or daddy or nothing like that. Or no, nothing they didn't say themselves. But it's just what you inherit. They are two different individuals outside outside the ring. They asked Terrence Crawford. They said, well, I heard you and Earl, y'all actually talk outside the ring all the time. He said, well, yeah, I had FaceTime him a couple of times, but I mean, I won't say we talk all the time. I mean, where that come from? So yeah, we had FaceTime each other a couple of times, and we just talking about this and that. And I told him I'm gonna beat his ass, shit like that. Why you gotta do all that? They said, yeah, we talked a couple of times. We talk about the fight and we want to fight each other, and leave it as that. Well, we ain't like we talk all the time. I mean, we did FaceTime each other a couple of times. You see, it's the way you present yourself. And some people ask, well, why people just don't like Bud? Well, it's not that we don't like him. It's just the way he present himself. He present himself as an asshole. And he might be the nicest guy in the world. Matter of fact, I heard he's very supportive of his kids, which is okay. But when you present yourself, then you start making yourself, knowing if you're not like that, people start not to like you, son. When you in the limelight like that, I know it can be nerve-wracking. But this is what you signed up for. This is what you signed up for. Remember, you were undisputed. You keep letting us know that, right? Big boy with the sauna suit on and the flip-flop, Bomac. All right? He keep letting us know that. So this is what you signed up for. And you got to deal with it until the next Bud Crawford, the next Earl Spence come along. And then you start dying out. Then another one comes, then another one, and another one. It's all called perception. It's the perception that we give out, the energy we give off. It's just, he's like a bad luck motherfucking slap rock from the Flintstones. He don't smile unless he cracking jokes or talking about somebody. He just that. He don't smile. He's grumpy. He's like the type of guy like, get off my grass. That type of guy. Well, we got to do better. We got to do better. And when we in a position we in, and Earl Spence knows that the same way. Earl Spence had done countless of interviews. He did an interview one day. I saw him do an interview with the 10 things I carry in my pocket. Shit like that. You know what I mean? He said he carried his mints. He carried a watch or something else. I'm like 2 watches. He carried a watch in his pocket. But anyway, then he had the little girl on lap, and he's approachable. He's very approachable. And that's what it is. What's up, Nazi? Hey, what's going on? So I just wanted to show the difference and tell y'all the difference on how they are outside the ring. And yes, Bud Crawford did do that interview. And like I say, I'm not knocking the guy that did the interview. I'm not knocking his platform, but You could have done better, son, than that, because I would have got him talking. I would have got, you know what? When I found out he wasn't talking, I would have pushed his button then. All right, I would have pushed his button. I would say, well, how you feel about Earl Spence? He's a great pay-per-view seller. All right, that he does better pay-per-views than you. I mean, how do you feel about that? I would push that motherfucking button. I would care. I will push the button. Cause if you're gonna give me a dry interview, then I'm gonna spice it up. I'm gonna spice it up. All right. I'm gonna make some headlines. Cause I'm finna get under your damn skin. That's what I do. You ever thought about changing trainers? Because I mean, your trainer, he's too heavy to sit there and do pad work because he get out of breath after 3 minutes. So, you ever thought about getting someone else, or are you comfortable with Brian McIntyre? I mean, I would do something. I would do something to get him to give me a good interview. I didn't come here for 2 hours just for you to just hear me humming. Hell no. Huh? What's up, Albert? Albert, what's going on? Salute to you, my brother. What's happening with you? All right. So yesterday, good morning, family. OG Crawford is a great fight. Yeah, I ain't down there. Unfortunately, he has a chip on his shoulder, as we all do living in this country. Got to control yourself. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You got to control yourself. No doubt about it. But I don't think everybody got a chip on their shoulders. I think just only certain ones. Let me put it this way, Albert. Certain ones that say that, hey, I know I'm the shit. Okay, I am that guy. I want y'all to smell my shit, right? This and that. Some people just down to earth. He just a fellow guy, just one of the guys. And you would never know it unless you're around him. But some people like, hey man, look, I don't want to be talking to nobody right now. All right? I mean, look, get them autograph people away from me. I ain't signing no autograph right now. No, that type of shit. Right? You the shit. And you think your shit don't stink. I'm like, man, fuck him then. So, like the guy, he said, look, I thought you were going to ask me one question. You asked me two. Yeah, I know I said that. But do you mind if I ask you a couple more? You got a problem with that? You guys sometimes, that's why I say, what are these guys doing? Ask the hard questions. Sure. Yeah. Michael Jordan, yes. So, and I'm like I did with Michael Jordan. I was bartender. I met Michael Jordan. He was standing there right there with Stedman. He was Oprah Winfrey boyfriend at the time. Michael Jordan was on the side. I fixed his drink. Michael Jordan got the drink. He didn't leave me. He ain't goddamn leave me a tip. Stedman left me a tip. Michael Jordan got that motherfucker and kept on walking. I said, hey, Mike, I'm reaching over there getting a napkin so I can get his autograph. Mike went on and walked down the hallway. I mean, ain't this a bitch? That's a bitch walking. I said, damn, man. I mean, damn. I mean, I know he the shit, but damn, he knows he's the shit, And that's what I'm saying. So the world wants to revolve around his ass, Terrence Crawford. Well, I'm sorry. I ain't the one. Shit, I ain't the one. If I ever get my hands on you with an interview, oh, baby. All right. Ain't gonna be an interview, baby. It's gonna be an interview. Come and ask you about all this shit. I'm gonna ask you about everything. Your shit ain't gonna, man, please. For real. Yep. We say, Rick, MJ, what? Yeah, I had, they were doing a thing for Michael Jordan, Patti LaBelle, and all that at the Chicago Theater, and I was bartending on the side, and they asked everybody who wanted to do it. I did it, man. See, I made a lot of money that night bartending, shit. But man, he's standing, he's very tall dude, but full of shit. But anyway, but he's rich, so he's rich though. But anyway, now, getting back to this boxing. Okay, I just wanted to let you all know the difference. DW said MJ cold blooded. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was cold blooded, wasn't it? But anyway, most rich people like that. Most rich people are cheap. One thing I can say, most rich people are cheap. You seldom have people that give money. You could have tipped me 100. You know, and I ain't gonna hurt your pockets, motherfucker. Shit. Yeah, you probably man, shit. You probably had about 1,000 on it anyway in his wallet. Yeah, man. Hey, I mean, 100. You could have, man, tip me 100. Man, here you go, young brother. I was young at the time and shit. Man. And I'm turning around, getting a napkin and looking for a pen so I can get his autograph. Man, he grabbed that napkin and a napkin and walked down the hall with this other guy. I said, ain't this a bitch? I looked on the counter and I'm gone. Stedman was right there. Stedman, he does well. So he hit me with a couple things, so I'm good with that. What's up, Basie? What's going on with you? All right. But once again, I just had to bring that video, like I say, forefront because I wanted everyone to see that because it is a 50-50 fight. And yes, it's a fight that we hope will happen soon. And what I hear, it will. And what I hear is announcements coming in 2 weeks. So let's see what happens. Let's see how it plays out. Okay, because right now, things are kind of looking up for boxing right now. We got the women fighters. Okay, the women fighters, they're going to be on point. I can't wait for that fight to happen. We are talking about the Carissa Shields and Bar Gardner, all them girls, young ladies, are going to be there, and they're going to be putting on a show that night. Cause everyone wants it. Everybody wants that belt. All right. Now, don't know what happened when Devin Haney won the belts, undisputed. All of a sudden, everybody in the belts are not important no more. Now, everybody don't want the belts. Everybody don't want to have that belt now. All right. But I tell you, one guy wants it. Regis Prograis. Now, let me get into Regis Prograis now. Regis Prograis is from New Orleans originally. Then he went and moved to Texas. He was under the tutelage a little bit of Derrick James for a while. And then he finally got a deal with Pro Bellum. And of course, now they pretty much boxed him out. He should have been fighting for that bacon belt that Josh Taylor gave up. Matter of fact, I think Regis Prograis beat Josh Taylor. Matter of fact, I know he beat Josh Taylor, but he got something at home cooking, just like Katie Taylor did. All right, so but Regis was left out of that Ramirez and Zepeda deal. All right, now I think Regis should have been included in that, but they pretty much put Regis on the back burner. And he's still on the back burner. Now, of course, I hope and pray that he get a good fight because I think he deserves a good fight. I think he's a good fighter. He's always working out. He's always in the gym. And what I hear every time he go to Louisiana, he's always there working out every day, all day almost. At least 2 or 3 hours a day. What's going on, my sister Angie Wise? Yes, he might have instinctively sized you up as an equal star in the moment too, OG. And stars don't swap autographs. Plus, he might have been in deep thought. Well, yeah, but I wasn't no damn star. I was a damn bartender. I was younger. I was younger, man. That was about 30 years ago. Not 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Well, that was a long time ago. I think he was with the Bulls about 4 years, at that time. So, and that was it. So, but he was that guy in Chicago, I tell you that. So then when they got Dennis Rodman, man, whew, man. Now, Cool Breeze, what's going on? All right, salute to you. All right, MJ didn't tip me either when I met him. Oh, he didn't? Man, see what I mean? He just like that. Maybe he don't tip. We are talking about Michael Jordan that actually went down to his son's college, took his credit cards, and say you on your own. Why? Because his son was spending money on parties every weekend. He had one of them cars where you can down there buy a house with it, right? One of the black cars or whatever it is, right? And Mike said, man, you spending too much money, baby. I got the bill and what you doing up here? You know, so he took that credit card shit. His Jasmine is his only, that's his baby there. Jasmine get anything she wants. Anything. Dad, I need 50,000. No problem. Here you go. And he go to write a check. He got it out of his pocket. As you wise. All right. Any luck, anything? All right. Let me know, Angie. Okay. All right. You still on my mind. You and your sister still on my mind. All right. Okay. Anything I can do, like I say, make sure you let me know. We're gonna find her. All right. All right. So now, let me keep moving on this. Now, Anthony Joshua, he will be back in action. He will be back in action. And he will be fighting Alexander Usyk. Of course, Anthony Joshua, what he did was he tried to find the best trainer possible that can help him adjust, fight a guy like Alexander Usyk. Now, we all know that Usyk is the type of fighter, heavyweight, that can move, that can pretty much move from left to right and right to left, whatever you want to call it. All right. And he's a great fighter. And now Anthony Johnson is trying to match his skills, or at least trying to halfway match him. Because now what I hear that Robert Garcia is trying to make him more aggressive. He's trying to make him more aggressive and more come forward. But Usyk has great feet. Now, even though Usyk has been putting on weight, I can see him been putting on a lot of muscle. Well, of course, he's going to try to pretty much still do the same thing he did to Anthony Joshua before. Now, Anthony Joshua, he is trying so hard to get those belts back, but he does have a fan base. He has a fan base in the UK. They still love him over there with or without the belts. But and also he did a great deal with I think that was his own for I think 100 million, whatever. But he still is that guy over in Europe. Okay. But still in all, he still cannot beat Usyk. I don't care how much time you have. I don't care how good Robert Garcia is. You're not going to change. And I said this many, many times. You cannot change your style and the way you fight. You're going to always revert back to what you know. And I use Deontay Wilder as a perfect example. Sometimes it takes almost 2 years to change your style. Teofimo Lopez, he's now trying to switch. He's practicing on changing style. That's not going to work because that takes some time to build up another brick hand. He's a conventional fighter, orthodox fighter. Okay, so therefore his brick hand is his right hand. So now you're gonna try to fight southpaw, and you never done it in your life? No, it just doesn't come like that. Now I can see if you was a Russell brother, all right, and may he rest in peace. And Gary Russell Sr., he taught all his sons to fight in a southpaw stance. Now, in a southpaw stance, either you're a regular southpaw and you're a natural southpaw, or you have to be taught at a younger age. And of course, that's what they did, the Russell brothers. Now, keep in mind, I told you that southpaw was outlawed a long time ago in boxing. They brought it back because they took it away because it was too confusing to conventional fighters. So now they brought it back. So, in other words, they're saying, okay, conventional fighters, you're going to have to figure this shit out. Because that's why it's called the sweet science. Science, is figuring out shit, right? And that's why it's called the sweet science. So you have to figure out how to pretty much fight a southpaw. And that brings me to Ortiz Luis. Okay, I'm trying to get through all this. Okay, I'm sorry, Russian. All right, but this brings me to Luis Ortiz, and Andy Ruiz. Now, Luis Ortiz, he's about 45 years old, but he still can fight. He still has that Cuban style fighting. He is a southpaw. He definitely is a southpaw. But one thing, how you fight a southpaw and you're a conventional fighter, you're going to have to start looping your right hand. Now, that's how I think you best to get to a southpaw. Because southpaw holds their brick hand like this, you know, and they use your right hand as the jab, but they hold that left and they ready to go down or go up or whatever. Well, you use your right hook or your right brick hand or your right hand, and you loop the right hand. And that right hand can go between the guard or around the guard and behind the ear. Something like Floyd Mayweather when he fought Robert Guerrero. When he fought Robert Guerrero, he did the same thing. He started looping, and then he started getting more comfortable, and he started smacking him with that right hand. You know, and then there you go. He caught him off balance because he started using his left hand. He started using his left hand as his jab hand, of course. You know, and he started jabbing and started using that jab well. Then he go downstairs, then he go upstairs. You know how Floyd do, always start at the stern, right? And then he caught Robert Guerrero off balance. So basically, now say all this today is this: Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia are not going to fight each other. All right. Now, if Floyd Mayweather got anything to do with it, anything to say about it, he is not going to fight. Okay, they're not going to fight at all. Now, of course, it can be a fight. Oscar going to have to agree to all the terms, and cause Ryan got, Devin, Gervonta Davis is the A side. Now, Floyd want him to be able to talk to Fight Hype, get him an interview, because Fight Hype been kissing Floyd's ass for years. Then you got Floyd also want them to fight at 135. Okay, you better agree on that shit. All right. So Ryan, you don't call no shots. So that's gonna stop it right there. Because Ryan can't get down to 135 anymore. He's not fighting at 135 anymore. Now, of course, you want to prove to everybody that he's tough, he's rough, he's that type of guy. He's that guy to beat. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. Now, for those that did not see this video, I'm gonna leave out with this video once again. That my guy put up. That's my guy. Exclusive news. All right. Now, a lot of guys. I can't do that. Wait a minute. I can't do that. I don't think. A lot of guys. Oh yeah. Okay. A lot of guys. They missed it in here earlier. So I said, you know what? I play it. I play it again. On form. Okay. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Hold on. I gotta go to another. Open up another window. All right. I'm getting the hang of it. All right. All right. Hold on. All right. I just want y'all to see this as I close. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Wait a minute. Here I go. Okay. Where you go, man? Where you go? Is y'all with the top? Okay, hold on. Oh, there you go. Okay. Now, now this is okay. Hold on. Let me get rid of this sound. Okay. Okay. Now, all right. We back at it. Okay. Now, I want to show you all this video, and then I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. And this is for the people that missed it. All right. And I thank everybody for the super chats. And went on cash. I'm sorry. I didn't even look. Okay. Nope. And nope. No cash app. All right. But thank you all just for your attention today. All right. Thank you all. I'll try to make it kind of entertaining. You sounding like Sterling Stanley, OG. All right. Sterling Stanley. Who's Sterling Stanley? You trying to crack on me, Snap B? Oh, are you trying to fuck with me? You trying to fuck with me? Really? Jay Smith, what's happening? Man, Man, Snap B, man, it's like that. Damn. Man, Southern Stanley. Wow. Man. Oh, man, my guy Snap B is just coming down on me, man. Damn, that's cold, man. Man, I thought you was my guy, man. Yeah, but that's all right. Okay, that's all right. That's all right, dude. All right. Look at nigga Jay laughing. All right. Let me play this. Like I say, this is from my young brother, and he's very informative and very aware of everything. And let me play it one more time for you. All right. Okay. And hold on. Let's go.
Crawford, 3-division world champion, former undisputed junior welterweight champion, and not only does he hold the title of WBO currently at welterweight, he is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. The truth, Errol Spence, the 3-belt unified welterweight champion of the world, holding the IBF, the WBA, and the WBC championships, and a pound-for-pound fighter in his own right, having notable wins over the likes of Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, Lamar Peterson, Kell Brook, and more recently, Yordenis Ugas. But now that we got that out the way, this is the third installment of The Breakdown. This is a style matchup for the ages. Terence Crawford being the boxer, having the ability to switch from orthodox to southpaw effectively, as well as having great speed, power, and accuracy. And what makes Terence Crawford so special and different from everyone else is that he's able to adapt. Now, Errol Spence is the Tim Duncan of boxing, if you will. He has a very fundamental offensive attack, and he has one of the best jabs in boxing, using his jab to set up multiple combinations on his opponent. And Errol's relentlessness throughout 12 rounds could be mentally exhausting for his opponents. And above all of that, Errol Spence is one of the most proficient body punchers in the game right now. Throughout a fight, he slows you down with so many body shots that he throws. It's incredible. And he fights at a really high pace, and he has really good conditioning. Now, we know what makes Errol Spence and Terence Crawford great. Now it's time to assess the fight, break it down, and explain what's going to happen come fight night. Now, for starters, Terence Crawford is a slow starter, and Errol Spence starts really fast. And like I said, he fights with a really high pace. And Errol Spence will not be afraid to press the action on Terence Crawford. He will not wait. But perhaps the biggest question is in this fight, or at least one of, is will Terence Crawford switch to southpaw against a southpaw in Errol Spence? And will he be at a disadvantage if he does so? I have always had this belief that if Terence Crawford starts the fight in southpaw, he's coming to knock you out early, because what he usually does is starts in the orthodox stance to check your temperature and see what your weaknesses and what your strengths are. And once he's figured that out, he then switches to southpaw and begins his process of getting the knockout. So I believe there's absolutely no way that he doesn't switch to southpaw when the opportunity presents itself. But early on in this fight, I see Errol Spence probing and using the jab and trying to get in on Terence Crawford. But it would not be as easy to pin Terence Crawford against the ropes because he has some really good footwork. But what worries me about Errol Spence opening up early in this fight is that he leaves himself vulnerable very often. Early or late in the fight, these bad habits are a constant for Errol Spence. And I don't know how long he can keep getting away with that, because Terence Crawford's IQ is really good and he's a really good counterpuncher. As you can see here, like Errol Spence, Ndongo was caught lunging in and he paid for it viciously. And here's another example of Jeff Horn doing the same thing. Crawford quickly realized that Jeff Horn kept lunging in, so he set him up for a counter and spinned off of him, leaving him with his back to the ropes. And although Terence Crawford may find a lot of openings in this fight, he's not as active as Errol Spence. Therefore, leads me to my conclusion that Errol Spence will bag a handful of the early rounds if he is able to hold up, because he will be getting countered early in the fight. I think early in the fight is where Terence Crawford can be his most dangerous. And later in the fight is where Errol Spence really can be his most dangerous. If Terence lets Errol off the hook and allows him to get comfortable it could get very difficult later on in the fight, and he needs to gain Errol's respect early, and that doesn't mean to get in a dogfight, which he is often the victim of, and he has paid for it in the past. Everyone knows that Terrence Crawford has a big ego, and sometimes his ego takes the wheel in his fights, and there is going to be a moment in this fight where Terrence Crawford tries to show his strength and show that he's as strong as everybody is doubting that he's not, and he most likely will try and trade with the bigger man than Errol Spence, and that will be a very big mistake. Terrence must fight his fight, and he has to establish his distance. Errol Spence is usually the guy who always controls the pace of his fights, and Sean Porter had success controlling the pace early on in the fight with Crawford, but the tides turned later on in the fight. Porter realized the more active he was, the more he would get caught by Terrence Crawford's calculated counterpunches. And this is why in spurts of the fight, he would take his time to see what Terrence Crawford was going to do so he can react. That was Terrence Crawford controlling the pace. For the benefit of Errol Spence, he must push the pace on Terrence Crawford from round one. Don't give him a second to breathe, and don't give him an opportunity to pick you apart. But pushing forward on Terrence Crawford does come with this risk, but Sean Porter had really good success in their fight using that same strategy. And I believe Errol will too. Not only does Errol have the size advantage to help enable him to push Terrence Crawford back, he also has a jab that works to his advantage as well. He will have to switch it up against Terrence Crawford. He cannot do the same things and be predictable, because if you are predictable against Terrence Crawford, he is smart enough to make the adjustment. There's no one way to predict how this fight will go. It's a fight that is so intriguing that there's many ways that it can go. So I apologize if it seems like I'm all over the place. But hopefully my breakdown can help you learn something that you probably didn't notice prior to this video. So now I'm done pulling your leg. I'm going to give you the actual breakdown of this fight and how I think it's going to play out come fight night. And in advance, this is my opinion and this is how I see the fight. And I made some valid points on both sides that show that either one of these guys could walk out the winner of this fight. But like I said, probably 100 times in this video, I think Terrence Crawford most likely will start slow as he does in the majority of his fights. And Spence will push the pace on him early and really start to swarm Terrence Crawford. But eventually, Errol's style will get predictable. His jab will be countered at ease, and he will not get let off the hook with those serious defensive flaws that he has had for a really long time now and has not made that adjustment. So Errol will be winning and pushing the pace on Terrence in the beginning, but Terrence Crawford will make the adjustment, and he will capitalize on all of the mistakes that Errol Spence makes when he's pushing forward on him. And Terrence Crawford is no Jordanis Ugas. He can punch, and he's not going to stand there and just let Errol wail on him. He's going to utilize movement, and he's going to establish distance. Errol Spence has shown more of brute strength, athleticism, and endurance, more so than IQ. This will be a fight where he will be tested mentally, more so than he has in his entire career. I'm sure Errol will not try to beat Terrence Crawford at his own game, and Terrence Crawford just might try to beat Errol Spence at his own game. And like I said, that probably will cost him. But if Terrence Crawford comes in and he stays disciplined and doesn't let his ego take over, he will stop Errol Spence in one of the middle to late rounds. You guys better get ready, because a storm is coming. The biggest fight in boxing. I've made all the content that I possibly can to promote this fight, and I hope that this fight gets the just due that it needs to probably bring the sport of boxing back to life in the States. I truly hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown video. There will be more to come in the future. Always open to hear other opinions, so make sure you let me know if I missed anything or anything that I forgot to mention. Leave it all down below in the comment section. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, follow me on my social media platforms, Instagram and Facebook, and thank you for watching The Breakdown.
All right. That's for my boy, Exclusive News Insider. Great breakdown. That was part 3 of a 3-part breakdown. That was a great breakdown. And what's so great about it, he is a young man. He's a young boxer. And he does great at what he does on the videos and in the ring. His information is in my description, and I support him. He needed some new boxing sparring gloves, and I support the young brother. He's from New York, and he does a great job. Okay, and he does thumbnails, all that. He's just good at what he does. All right, you some people are just good at everything, right? So, but with that, I hope y'all enjoyed everything, the video, that video, and on Floyd Mayweather, voice, uh, that audio that I played for you all. I'm trying to give y'all a little different side of KQKC. All right, and trying to do a little bit more, and hopefully, I'm still gonna do what I do, but just trying to give y'all more of an insight of things. And like I say, this is one of the most talked about fights, only talked about fight right now that we really want to see, you know. So and yes, 817. I can't wait either. And now I believe what you're saying, Rick. Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's a 50-50 fight. Some people think it is. I don't think it is. You know, but we'll see. As the video said, Earl Spence does have some things he need to correct. And yes, he's right also. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford is not your Dennis you guys. He's not going to stand there and let you will on him. He's going to use that feet movement and get the hell out of there. So, but yeah, it's going to be some fireworks. It's going to be some fireworks. So, if you haven't subscribed to KQKC Boston Network, make sure you subscribe right now. I thank everybody for coming in here. I hope everybody enjoyed the last 2 hours and 10 minutes with me. And like I say, we had a great conversation, and I think my young brother did a great job on the video. And we talked about the lightweight division. Things have been great. All right. What's going on? Hold underscore my glasses. I say, what's up, KQ? Hey, what's up with you? Yes, sir. All right. Ricky, what's going on, Rick? I'm sorry, Rick. You said it's going to look like a pit bull versus Chihuahua. Okay, yes, sir. All right. All right, yes, sir. All right. It's gonna be, man, it's gonna be on fire, baby. It's gonna be on fire. And what makes it so bad about this fight? Not bad, but both guys want it. And that's the thing about it. Both guys want it. Ain't nobody going in there to lay down, and nobody's going in there just to, going in just fight, just to be fight. No, they're going in there and they're going to win. They wants to win. So you might see a chess match at first. Terrence Crawford, he's right. He does get off to a slow start, but you're gonna see a chess match. That's what you're gonna see. We're gonna see who got the best jab. All right, who got the best jab and who got the best 1-2, who got the best step around. It's just gonna be, man. It's just gonna be, man, what we've been waiting on. And like Peter Barnard said last night, that hey, I was 50 years old waiting on this fight. Now I'm 55. We need to have it right now. Right now. I ain't getting no damn younger. I ain't getting no younger. You know? So, well, thank you all right? I thank y'all for your support. And if you haven't subscribed to KQKC Boston Network, make sure you do. And I come on Monday through Friday. That's 11 a.m. Central Time. And yes, on Saturday mornings, I come on at 10 o'clock a.m. That's a call-in show. And sometimes during the week, I open the phone lines up. And then on Saturday nights, if there's a fight, like this weekend, we got my man Dog Bay. All right. I will be calling that card. That's going to be a great card this week. All right. And yes, on Sunday mornings, me and Knockout Boston 86 TV. We will be live at 9 a.m. and we'll be on my platform this weekend. So it's going to be a great a week of boxing talk and a great weekend of boxing. So I thank everybody. I thank everybody for coming in here. I thank everybody for your super chats. And thank you all for the support. And with that, take your love over to none other than Trill Boxing Talk. They are already in progress. As I told you and mentioned before, that we are going to be crossing over in about same time for about 15 minutes. Okay. So which is okay. That's how, we have to do it sometimes. It's just not enough time in the day. So we got to do what we got to do. All right. So with that, that's all I have for you. And don't forget to check out on the Queens of the Rings. They come on Friday night. Okay. So they be coming on tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night. Okay. So make sure y'all check them out. All right. They'll be coming on tomorrow night and Sunday night. All right. They'll be Trio Talk with Bastiano and Nikki J and Black Fight Fan. All right. That's on Sundays. All right. If you have a channel, you want to plug your channel, go right ahead and drop the link. And that way, if they want to find you, they can find you. Look at Ricky Williams. He has a good channel. They talked about Ricky Wright. Ricky Wright came out of that same stable, not the same stable, but same. Well, Keith Thurman, all right, and the Ben Getty. All right, the Ben Getty was a tremendous coach. He passed away. May he rest in peace. But he got Keith Thurman on his way. All right, so Ricky Wright, Keith Thurman, they all come out of that same stable there. All right, so make sure y'all go check out Ricky Williams. All right. So with that, that's all I have. And shout out to the almighty LDBC. And with that, I am out of here. And I'll catch you on the next one, y'all. And I greet you with the ancient word of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, sir. And I'm out of here. Peace to everybody.